Morning, YouTubers. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Wife's gone to work. Retiree life. I'm out here with a total piece of garbage car, but it's fun to work on. I like it. Plan for today is to get this very well used Hurst roll control that I picked up at a swap meet or somewhere. I'm sure it was cheap if I bought it. Also, fall in line with cheapness, Amazon brake line kit. Come with an assortment of brake fittings. I've got a end fabricator in there. I'm not very good at it, but they do hold. Going to get that done today. Get the roll control mounted. I've got new brake lines ran from both front sides to the master cylinder. I'll give you a little video of the master cylinder that's in it. It was something I had already. Put a manual brake plate on it, mounted the master cylinder to it. I've got to do a little fab work for the brake rod. What I'm going to do, I don't suggest anybody doing. If you're thinking about doing cars, don't do it my way. Anyway, let's go ahead and get lined out. Get some brakes on this thing. I got to fab up a brake line for the rear of the car. Got to mount the roll control. Got to connect and make all the lines up to go from the master cylinder through the roll control to the rear brake line. Anyway, we're going to get that done today. Going to have a good time. Once it gets hot, we got a couple other things got to do. It won't be outside in the shop. Y'all stand by. All right, guys. Here we go. This is what we're working with. A total pile of garbage. Anyway, like you see, I've got them rolled up there. I didn't cut the ends off yet. I didn't really know where I was going to put anything. I'm going to mount the roll control, find me a place, probably somewhere over here on the firewall. Maybe not too far to the front because one of these days this thing might be a pro stock with no firewalls in it. No inner fender wheel, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and get everything mounted, see what we got. Those lines, one's from driver, one's from passenger side. Right there, coming through the firewall, is the rear brake line coming from the back of the car, inside the car. We're going to tie into that. I've got a proportioning valve I'm going to mount right there. We're going to get that booger put in and see what we got. Need to bleed the master cylinder. That master cylinder is off of another Foxbody that I had. I'm going to plug one of the dual outputs and just have one for the front, one for the back. It's got a manual plate on it. The brake rod, totally substandard. I'll show you all that. I've got to weld up got it set to length already. I just need to re-verify that and go ahead and tack weld it where it doesn't self-adjust as we're going down the track. That wouldn't be good. Anyway, that's what we're working with right now. Y'all stand by. All right, let's see what we got here. I think we picked a location. Oh, perfect. Perfect. What do you fellas think about that? Now, if I don't get bit by some kind of stinging spider or black widow or scorpion, will be good. All right. We're cooking with fatback grease right there. Uh-oh. Look at there, boys. You know what they say. Well, might not ought to put that on YouTube. Here we go. My grandson might be watching. All right, here we go. That's where she's going to be. I know, lighting's horrible. Sorry. It is what it is, fellas. Poor folks got poor ways. Y'all stand by for a minute. All right, guys, we're back. Had to grab a tool or two. Thank goodness for Milwaukee. All right, let's see what we got here. Of course. Of course. The fender almost fell off. Gotta put bolts in that. All right, that's one. Y'all stand by. All right. She is on there, boys. Let's see what we can come up with now for some brake lines. Let's see what we got. Stand by. All right, guys. I got her mounted. Got the brake lines to the front ran. Come off the master cylinder over there for the rear. Got to go to coffee with my dad here in a minute, but run out of time. I'm going to put my proportion valve right there. That's that line you see going up into the air. That is going to the rear brakes, which tie in right there, going through the firewall. But I'm going to mount my proportion valve right up there on the wall. That way I can adjust it pretty easy if I need to. Deleted all that other proportion valve crap. I know it's substandard. It might not stop. We'll figure it out if it don't. Stand by for the next video. It'll be late this afternoon. I got to go to coffee with my dad. Y'all have go, if your dad is around and you can go see him, drop what you're doing. Either call him if you're at work, or go pick him up and go have some coffee and have some lunch. You won't have them forever. Y'all go get them. See you in the next clip. Okay, guys. Got finished with lunch with Dad, actually coffee. We usually stay at about 11:30 or 12. Went a little longer, but as you see there, we got the brake proportion valve in there. That's a cheap Amazon knockoff, whatever. Run the lines, got them tied up over there to the master cylinder. You see the substandard work on the brake lines. Got the roll control in, so we'll see what that does for us. That's going to wrap up this little video on the roll control. Appreciate y'all watching. If you would, give me a like, a subscribe. We got a couple more videos coming out here pretty quick. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good weekend, and we'll see y'all on the next vid.